Guys, so I flipped it around just again to give you a better view. And we're still on a row of 4. We're going to start on the second cupcake in that row, around, if you're new to piping, keep in mind one thing. There's no rush, okay? So you don't have to pipe super fast. You can go very slow, as you can see that I'm doing. And you can get really good results. Don't be afraid. Try it. If it doesn't work out, scrape the icing off and start again. That's the nice thing about cake decorating. You can just take it off, you can eat it, and you can start over. Whatever you want to do. So try it. You'll be very surprised with your results, and people's going to love it. Whoever you give it to is going to absolutely love it. Remember that it's food and it does not have to be perfect. Sometimes I have to remind myself of that. But if you're too afraid to try, you're never going to find out what you're actually capable of doing. Okay, so now we're on our row of 5, our first row of 5. I'm on my second cupcake, and again, just around. And you can see that I'm just kind of outstretching that to fill in those gaps. Okay, and then our third one, around. And this one I'm going to go a bit wide just to cover that last one, just like that. And then I might have enough for another here. See if we can get this out. Okay, and I don't think I have enough. I'm going to go ahead and fill up again. You can see that this is just beautiful and it's really taking shape. I'm going to go ahead and fill up again, and we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I'm filled up again. Keep in mind when you start this, it is going to take quite a bit of icing, but we're ready to go. We're going to move on to our 5th cupcake in our first row of 5. And again, just start in the center and go around. And I guess you could really do this in any color that you want. I've chose white, of course, for obvious reasons. And we're just going to do that there. Now, the bottom row of 5 is where you're going to get your biggest gaps, and you can kind of see that as it is. And I'll just kind of bring you over a little bit closer. But we're going to fill that in. It's not going to be a problem. And I'll get you guys set back up, and we'll move on to our last row. So I decided to bring you down for a bird's eye view again, just so that you can see how we're going to cover up these holes, okay? So last row of 5 and our first cupcake, again, just start in the center. Probably sick of me saying it, but I do get some requests to show everything all the way through. So when I'm able to do that, I definitely like to do that. And here's our second one, again, in the center. We're going to leave that hole as it is for now, and we're just going to keep going, and then we'll come back in and we'll fill those up. Not a problem at all. That way we'll know what we're left with, and just extend it out a little bit more than you normally would so that we have smaller gaps. Okay, and then again, our third one. Okay, and then 4. We got 2 left here, guys. We are almost done, and it's this simple. I mean, really. All the way around to the edge. If you overlap one, don't even worry about it. That's perfectly fine. That's what you want to do just to get better coverage. So our last ones, starting in the center, going all the way out to the edge. Alright, just like that. Now, just to bring you in a little closer, you can see that we hardly have really any holes down there. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to fill those up, and I'll just kind of keep you in my hand here just so that you can see how we're going to do that. We're just going to place the tip right in the center of the hole, and you're just going to make a small rosette. Okay, some of that icing is going to fall down into that hole, but that's perfectly fine. That's going to help also keep your cupcakes a little bit more stabilized. And then just keep going around until you have that hole covered with icing. Okay? See that? It's going to keep dropping, and that's fine. We're going to keep going around until it actually stays, just like that. Okay, and then here's one. This one's a little bit bigger of a gap. You can just squeeze straight down to kind of fill it up if you want. But again, just go around, just like that. So now we are going to go ahead and add some embellishments. I'm going to get my camera set back up, and we'll be right back. This is almost done. Alright guys, so it's all done. I did let it set up in the fridge for just a few minutes. Now we want to go ahead and add some embellishments, and I just have, these are actually Mardi Gras beads, and they're silver. I just picked them up at the store, and we're going to make a belt out of these, okay? So one set, and I've just twisted it in half so that we have something similar to that, and we're just going to place those straight down onto our first, or our set of 2 cupcakes. Okay, and what we kind of want to do is just kind of form a belt, and if you have to pull those off, that's fine. That's why we let it set up a bit, so that the icing is not quite as tacky. And I'm just going to straighten those out. I just kind of want to get it nice and straight, and we can just let that hang over the side. I'm going to pull this one up just a touch. There we go. I think that looks nice. And you can use any color here that you want. I also have a little cameo. This is a ring, but if you can find a brooch, that would be nice. You could also use a flower. Anything that you have to use, and we're just going to place that down right into our cupcake cake. Now, of course, if you're serving this, which I'm sure you will be, you want to make sure that these items are clean. So just, wash them with some soap and water really well before you add them to your cupcake cake. And then, of course, let anyone know that they are not edible. I'm going to go ahead and move this to a table so that I can give you guys a better view. But I'll just show you here real quickly how absolutely gorgeous and beautiful that is. Let me move this over, and I'll get a top view so that you can see every detail. We'll be right back. So there is our finished wedding dress cupcake cake. I really hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to hit the share button, guys. Rate the video for me. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.